What's up, this your boy JohnOllie with this week's rant. And with no further delay, I'ma jump right into it. Is it me, or does Matt Barnes look like Christopher Williams? Speaking of basketball, all this Hacker Shaq or Hacker Jordan is fucking up the game. I do not like it. I know coaches look at it as a strategy, but it slows up the game and it makes it whack. Sidebar to that though is, for those who are getting hacked, nigga, learn how to hit them free throws. Damn. I know I'm a little late, but nigga, did y'all see Beyonce's dress at the Met Gala? Nigga, I ain't never been a fan of her. But if I was her man that night, god damn, she would have got the dick. Jay, you a lucky nigga. Sometime. Hey, whatever happened to the Field Mom, Diggable Planets? Arrested Development. Fuck are they doing these days? Before I start this, let me reiterate the fact that I have all the utmost respect for all the pioneers of hip-hop. Those that know me know I hold hip-hop dear to my heart, and those who came before me, I praise them. With that being said, Melly Mel, I'ma need your big ass to stop wearing tight ass shirts with that big ass belly. Nigga, it is fucking ridiculous. Stop wearing spandex shirts, first of all. You damn near 60 years old. And I know you was muscly up top, but right here, son, that shit does not look good. Nigga, it look like a bag of bread is sitting inside your shirt. Stop it, Mel. And I reiterate, I love the pioneers. Marilyn Mosby, this here is a career breaker. If you win this, you're gonna be famous. You could be the female Johnny Cochran. You lose it, you float into obscurity. And they'd be like, oh, that's the bitch that lost the case. I know it's tough, but make it happen, girl. Make it happen. Black folks, would you really watch Jimmy Fallon if the Roots wasn't on there? I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. I respect the pioneers. I respect them. Grandmaster Flash said that graffiti isn't part of hip-hop. And some people in graffiti agree with him. I was always taught that the four elements were breakdancing, graffiti, MCing, and DJing. And some might put beatboxing. But for a pioneer like Grandmaster Flash to say that graffiti isn't part of hip-hop, I don't know how to take that. I'm going to keep calling it part of hip-hop. Respect the Flash, but that's just how I feel. And while I'm on the topic of Grandmaster Flash, him and Melly Mel and Scorpio are going at it. Apparently, Melly Mel and Scorpio feel that Grandmaster Flash shouldn't be getting any credit for songs they did in the past because he wasn't on them. Now, if he really wasn't on them, then I agree. But we all know the group as Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. Now, I don't know the intricate workings of that group. I just know what I seen. But whatever the beef is between Melly Mel and Grandmaster Flash, y'all need to solve it, because I don't like to see the pioneers of hip-hop arguing over something that's probably very petty. Unless it's money, then argue all y'all want. When James Harden eats pussy, do you think it'd be all in his beard? People have problems with this, but nigga, I'm good at folding fitted sheets. I'm gonna need for big corporations and companies to stop outsourcing their work to third world countries. Because every time I call customer service, and no disrespect to Indian people, I can't understand shit they fucking be saying. Or Malaysian people. And I love all people. But if you're going to outsource your work to third world countries, make sure these people at these third world countries speak very good English. I'm just saying. Yo, have you seen the Cleveland Cavaliers commercial on domestic violence? This shit is hilarious as fuck. People are in an uproar about it, and I can see why, but the shit is funny. There's a white guy and a white girl sitting around, and the guy has on a Cleveland Cavaliers shirt. His girl has on a jacket or a sweater, and she's standing on the other side of the room. They want to reenact the famous scene from Dirty Dancing where she comes and jumps into his arms. But just as she does that, she takes off her fucking sweater and she has a bull shirt on. And him, as a Cleveland Cavalier fan, he catches her and he throws the bitch down on the ground. It was a little harsh, but I thought the shit was funny as fuck. But whoever was the motherfucker that came up with the idea for that, y'all niggas need to get fired. Black guys that's into white chicks. Which one of these chicks would you fuck first? Flo from the insurance commercial? The Toyota lady? Or the AT&T young chick? You decide. This topic is old, but it's funny and it's a little weird. Have you ever been watching a TV show one season and then the next season somebody comes back as the same character but they're a totally different person? Case in point, Lionel on the Jeffersons. Case in point, Aunt Viv on the Fresh Prince. Case in point, the little girl on My Wife and Kids. Now, I just want to say this. If you're going to make a transition like that, make the shit smooth and seamless. Don't have a dark-skinned person one season calling her Aunt Viv, and then the next season you have a light-skinned person calling her Aunt Viv, and make us think that we're dumb. One of the smoothest transitions I've ever seen, and I guess I have to chalk this up to white people because they do the shit right, is on Bewitched when they changed Darrens. Nigga didn't even know that it was a different Darren. So kudos to them. Black people, take a fucking page from them. Make sure you don't switch it up so drastically. Sad news for all the American Idol fans. Next season will be the last season for American Idol. Kudos to them for being on for so long and actually breaking some famous people. I have to say, I have never watched one fucking episode of that show at all. Also, I want to say goodbye to CSI. I think this is the last season for them. And kudos to The Simpsons because they got renewed for another 2 seasons. That shit been on for like 30 years now. God damn. Speaking of The Simpsons, they have a guy, Harry Shearer, who does like 14 voices on The Simpsons. And he's holding out for more money. They're talking about replacing him. But this nigga does 14 voices on The Simpsons. I don't know what it is that he's asking for, but I think maybe y'all should come to some kind of agreement. You guys know the story behind the song In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins? If you don't, let me give you a brief summary of it. Phil Collins seen a man on the beach who seen a man drowning, and that man did not help the man drowning. Phil Collins seen all of this happen, invited the man to his show, wrote a song about it, and said it to the man at his show. My question to you is, Phil Collins, if you seen the man who seen the man, why the fuck didn't you go help? Toupees are the stupidest thing on the planet. 2 of the most pointless jobs I've ever seen on the planet is a doorman and an elevator man. You mean to tell me you niggas are too lazy to open up the fucking door on your own that you need a doorman? And don't even get me started on an elevator man. The nigga just pushes a button and shifts a gear. Anybody could do that shit. Those are fucking pointless jobs to me. And whoever was the fucking genius to figure they could get paid for that shit, that's to you. On the show The First 48, if it hits the 49th hour, do they give up and stop looking for the crooks? Nigga, I wonder what AMG, MC8, and MC Rel are doing these days. Have you noticed, ever since the Scientology documentary came on, you're seeing more commercials about L. Ron Hubbard? Not only that, ever since Malaysian Airlines and all of these Asian airlines have went down, I'm seeing more commercials from Asian airlines. Now, this just me. With them shits disappearing like they do, who the fuck want to get on them shits? I'm good right here. I'll take my ass to Little Tokyo on the train. The Hangover ain't nothing but a big version of Superbad. And finally, this one is one that's dear to my heart. Just recently, I got to see the Allen Iverson documentary. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I just want to say, because I knew this back when he was playing, that if you didn't know, Allen Iverson is by far the most influential next to Michael Jordan in basketball. If you didn't know that, check the documentary and it'll show you. Also, I want to say, I felt he got a raw deal when he was a kid and they put him in jail. I don't want to give you all the points about the documentary, but it was dope. Please watch it. 3 of my favorite basketball players, and this is why one of the reasons I am a Sixer fan since a kid. Dr. J, Charles Barkley, and Allen Iverson. I just want to big up to my man AI. I wish he could have went out in a better fashion in the NBA, but that's life. Sometimes niggas are hard-headed, but I love them. And with that being said, this has been this week's rant with your boy JohnOllie. Make sure you don't do something, say something, or let me see something that ends your ass up on this list next week. Before I go, I want to shout out all the people on Facebook that send me rants and ideas. I appreciate it. Please keep them coming. And if you have an idea that you want me to rant about, just leave it down below in the comment box. Also, all my friends that follow me, get me those Dear John questions. Just send them to Harlem143rd@yahoo.com and send them in the form of a video, MP3 or MP4, whatever, AVI, whatever it is you got, send it and I'll make it on my Dear Johns. I think that's it, right? Don't be smart, be genius, and always, always, always stay gecko. I'll see y'all next week. You want to say goodbye? You just gonna slob on daddy? You just gonna spit all over me, huh? Yeah, that's all right. I love you anyway. This is how much I love my son. Ready? J.O., you ready? That is stupid. Hey, what's up? It's JohnOllie, and if you like what you just saw, then all you have to do is subscribe by pressing the button that's right over my head. And if you want to follow me on Facebook and Twitter, bang, they're right there. All right? And if you want to see more of my vlog videos, bam, they're right there. Other than that, y'all have a good day, and I thank y'all so much for watching. The General has spoken. Kate told me to do this.